Hey guys, I'm Jay Salva, and I'm here to make your tattoo experience as easy and painless as possible. Hit like and subscribe and make sure that you stay updated. Okay, so today we're going to talk about the 3 things that you shouldn't do before your tattoo appointment. Let me go ahead and break that down and explain sort of how I'm going to go into this. So starting at 3, I think that most people will have heard of it. Going down to 2, some people may have heard of it. And then finally at 1, I don't think that most people have heard of it or will have even considered this before their tattoo. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so number 1 might seem very obvious to you guys, but I'm here to explain to you why. Don't drink before your tattoo. So most artists most of the time, they're okay with you having a drink or 2 right before your tattoo or even during, and that's because it's gonna make the process go by a little bit easier. But when you drink the days beforehand, what it does is it pre-thins your blood. So by the time you come in to get your tattoo, your blood's already been thinned, and it kind of affects the way the ink goes in, the way it stays in, the way it's rejected and all that. So just keep that in mind. With that being said, let's move on. Number 2 might be something that some people might be familiar with, but I'm just gonna go ahead and state it anyway and make sure that you know. Avoid the sun like a vampire. And that's even in my instructions, like literally avoid the sun like a vampire. What you don't want to do is cause any skin damage or any kind of, any kind of damage to your skin that will cause it to be repairing itself before your tattoo. Having to heal sun exposure along with a fresh tattoo isn't something that's easy on your body, so we want to make sure it's the best and painless experience you can have, right? All right, so final thing to avoid before your tattoo, and this is the one that I think most people won't even consider or think about, and that's sleep. Just in my experience personally, and my clients and friends and even family, most people don't get enough sleep before their tattoo. So what you end up doing is staying up all night, being nervous, and by the time your tattoo comes around, you're super tired, you're irritable, and your body's just kind of in a weird state. So this weird in-between state is very uncomfortable for you to be in while you're sitting through an entire tattoo. You kind of bounce into this you go into this twitchy, half asleep, half awake, zombie type mode. It's just not a good time. And it's gonna make the overall process, I think, a little bit more painful and uncomfortable. So definitely one of the things you want to avoid. And again, it's something that I don't think everybody thinks about. But speaking from experience, get some fucking sleep.